Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the official announcement for Sorvent's non-meta tournament number 6. So all you need to do is really just go to the link in the description below. It'll be a Discord link and you can go ahead and come and join the server and head over to this tournaments tab in the Discord and just hit this sign up link, and you basically need to fill it out. So it's going to take you to this one. I've already filled out it, like basically like the little like basic information. So you just need your Discord username, your Dueling Book username, your time zone, and you just need a deck list link. So to get your deck list link, all you need to do is head over to your Dueling Book, fill out your deck list, make sure it follows the tournament ban list that is in the Discord. Obviously there is a ban list that's listed in the Google Doc, and then when you are done with that, you can go ahead and hit export deck, grab this link up here at the top, hit copy, and then head over to the deck list link and hit paste, and then you can submit your deck list. Obviously I'm not going to submit this because this isn't my actual list, but that's all you need to do is just hit submit and you are all done. I should give you the link in the Discord as well as a message just telling you that you have entered. That's basically how to do that. Similarly, once you finish your match, you fill out a form, and all you need to do for that is head over to your once you're done, you can head over to Duel Records with your match. Obviously, once you're done with your match, you head over to Duel Records. I'm just going to go ahead and pick a random replay here, and then you just go ahead and copy this link right here, and that's all you need to do. So you just fill out the form, and then this is your replay link right here. So make sure that you don't copy paste just the duelingbook.com link, because this won't take me anywhere. This will literally just take me to Dueling Book itself. As you can tell right here, it'll just load Dueling Book, and that's obviously not what you want. You want me to see your deck list link, or in the case of the replay, you want me to see your replay link. So make sure when you're filling out the replay, it has the replay in there, and when you're filling out the deck, it has the deck link in there. So make sure, respectively, whichever one you are filling out, you have that in the link. Moving on, I will be showing the ban list. These are the changes right here, so I'm just going to be going over these really quick. So there are a lot of changes from the previous tournament's ban list to this tournament's ban list. So everything in this main deck section is coming up off the list, if that makes sense. So Researcher was initially banned, and this is moving to 1, mostly because Adamantipator is basically falling off really hard in the TCG. There is no no tops of this deck pretty much at all, so I figured we could go ahead and give Researcher, put Researcher back to 1. I don't think that it's too impactful. Same thing with Altergeist. I don't think this has seen any tops for multiple months. Doki Doki is another piece of Adamantipator, which was banned, so this is going to 1. Eldritch the Golden Lord, this has also fallen off in the TCG for the most part. It's still relevant, so I figured we're going to give a piece back to it, but we're going to also hit the deck down just a little bit, which you'll see here in a minute. Subterra Guru is also a thing. I mean, Numeron Guru is a thing, but in non-meta tournament, Appaloosa is banned. Boral Sword is banned. There's not really any good Link Force who can summon off of the Numeron engine, so I figured Guru is fine. We also hit a little piece of the Subterra engine, which we'll get to in a minute. Double Evolution Pill, I felt with Conductor being banned and the Evolution Pill being banned, it was just kind of a double hit to the deck, which didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Although you can still summon Coatless off of the pill, so I figured we can bring it back to 1. I don't want to have it be a big 3 of that you can play and just kind of slam it on the field and then summon a Coatless for free. I felt that was a little too much, so I figured just putting it at 1 for now. It might be too powerful. We'll see for this format. I also put Numeron Calling from 0 to 1. This is because obviously there's no good Link 4 to summon off of this. Appaloosa is banned. Megaclops is banned. I don't think there's anything else. F-Zero's banned. There's nothing you can really do with the Numeron engine outside of OTKing, which sometimes is really hard to do, especially if your opponent doesn't put any monsters on the field. You're just gonna hit for 4,000 damage because you have to attack a monster to double the attack. Super Polymerization is going from 1 to 2. This is just because this has seen no play in the format at all, and I don't think it's very relevant. There's not really a whole lot of dark decks, so I don't think Starving Venom's super good. I feel whenever this is played, it's just kind of a dead card in your side deck, so I think it should be fine to probably move to 3 on the next ban list as well. Same thing with Union Hanger. I mean, I'm not really the same thing, but ABC hasn't seen success since the non-meta tournament number 1, so I figured we're going to go ahead and start like giving pieces back. We've slowly given pieces back as we go along, so this is just another piece coming back. Impermanence is going from 1 to 2 because we hit another hand trap, which I'll get to in a moment, and I figured that Impermanence was not as strong as the hand trap that we hit, so I'm going to put that back to 2. Cyber Dragon Core, Cyber Dragon hasn't really seen success. Same thing with Endymion, like Infernoid, Madolche, Mech Knight, Dinosaur, just because like the dinos with the UCT ban don't do a whole lot, so Oviraptor's going from 2 to 3. Regulator going from 1 to 3 just because, I mean, it only saw like success like the one tournament, a couple tournaments ago. Same thing with like Unchained, so that's coming back as well. Magispector was the reason Icebell got hit from, it went to semi-limited, and now it's back at 3, so I think it's perfectly fine as well. Necros of Brianak going from 1 to 3, just because I don't think Necros is super good. I mean, Unicorn is kind of like a floodgate, but that's about it. Abomination Prison, same thing with the Unchained card, Cyber Emergencies, Cyber Dragon, obviously, Pareidolia. This is going from 1 to 3, and I mean, it's basically the same as the other cards. Fusion Destiny, this has never seen play, and it's always been limited, so I figured like it's fine at 3, and I don't think there's a reason for this to be limited. Generator Boss Stage is going from 1 to 3, and Zombie World is going from 1 to 3 as well, although this is a floodgate, so if it is a problem, I think it will be relimited on the next list. Sunlight Wolf is going from 0 to 1, so I think this might be a little too much for Salamangreat, but at the same time, the traps are banned, so there's not really a whole lot of recursion you can do with this, especially because I believe it has to be summoned with its own, using itself as material, which is impossible to do if it's limited, so you're just going to be getting that recursion of a fire monster, and I don't think that's really that big of a deal. It'll help some, like, fire decks, I guess, which is fine, so it's not exactly a Salamangreat card, like, it can be used in other fire decks too, which is like fine. So that's like my idea. Construct going from 1 to 2, just because Construct was, or I guess Shadal is absolutely insane. So we're going to slowly give some pieces back. Galatea going from 1 to 2 as well. This was originally banned, and Orcus did nothing on the previous tournament, so this is fine at 2. Traptrix Sarah going from 1 to 2. A lot of other decks are coming back as well. I know Traptrix is like really relevant for non-meta, but at the same time, I think that with everything else giving a lot of support back, I think Sarah is fine to go to 2 and probably to 3. ABC Dragon Buster going from 1 to its TCG status, which is 2, and obviously it can't go up from here until a new TCG ban list comes out, so I think it'll stay at that for a while. And basically, the next ban list, the Union Hanger, go to 3, so yeah. Titaniclad going from 1 to 3. I don't think there was a real reason for this to be limited in the first place, so it's back at 3. There's really no reason for it to be limited. I just kind of wanted to hit the Dogmatic cards preemptively, and I feel like I hit them a little too hard, so I think this coming back to 3 is fine. Then Raptite going from 0 to 3, so this might be a big push for the Adamancipator deck, but I think that it's really cool, and I do want to see what kind of innovations a lot of players have with the deck, since it's not really as good here in the non-meta, because like Needle Fiber doesn't exist, Link Cross doesn't exist, etc. So it's kind of like a pure strategy. I do want to see what some players have to do with that. So yeah. And then for cards that went from their current status down, so we had Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds, which was limited, and it's going to 0 because obviously you can summon this with Smorg Link, and that is too good. Like with the Tri-Brigade stuff, you can just end with Smorg Link and then summon this for free. It's like insane. So there's no reason for this to be Floodgate since it's searchable. It's ridiculous. So yeah. Elixir of the Scarlet Sanguine is going from 3 to 0 just because Eldritch is back. There was no reason for this. It was essentially banned anyways before on the non-meta because you could never resolve it since you can't summon a Eldritch monster from your deck. It's impossible. So I mean, I guess you could get like the graveyard resource, but realistically it doesn't do anything. So I figured we're going to set it to 0, and then on the next list, if Eldritch doesn't do anything or it's too weak, then we can bring this to 1 and then try it. But yeah, Tri-Brigade, the Link 4 is getting hit to 0 as well. I feel like this is extremely strong. I was debating between this and the Link 2. I do want to see what Tri-Brigade can do, but I felt like the Link 4 was just way too powerful, and so that is why this goes to 0. Obviously, Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky's Thunder is going to 0. This is just too strong, especially with the Zodiac still being, like, relevant. You can just, like... It's just way too strong, obviously. Miss is going from 3 to 1. I felt like it was too much to have this basically have an instant access into Double Evolution Pill, since you can get an Immador Archosaur. And honestly, I'm surprised I didn't hit this earlier, but Miss going to 1. Psyframe Gear Gamma, this is going from 3 to 1 because Psyframe Gamma is busted. Every time this resolves a non-meta, it just basically ends the turn. So it was insane. And yeah, that is why it's going to limited status. If you still want to play it at 1, go for it, you know. Draw the driver more often. You have an equal chance to draw the driver as you do the Gamma. So I don't think it's that worth it. But you can still search it with Lambda. So I feel like it's like fine. But I don't really think that combo is super worth playing with just 1 Gamma. I don't know. That's just me, though. Chaos Space finally going from 2 to 1. This had so much success. I believe, like, every time... I'm certain that in every single format since this card has existed, it's been in top cut. Regardless, I don't know exactly to the extent of it, but it was in the Burning Abyss list, it was in my Dragon Link list, it was in like the list before that as well. Like, this was just relevant in every single deck or not every single deck, but every single time that there was a top cut, you know, this was in it. Cursed Eldan going from 3 to 1, obviously, just because this searches for all of your Eldritch cards. I feel like this is fine going in at 1. Maybe it can go up to 2 or 3 just because Eldritch is limited, but we'll see as we go. Memories of Hope going from 3 to 1. Obviously, this is because of the Numeron engine, because drawing 4 is insane. And yeah, that's the reason why this got hit. Subterra Phoenix going from 3 to 2, and the only reason this is going to 2 is because I don't want Subterrors to have like an insane grind game, but I think that there won't be an issue. This is just a slight check, and if there is no issues, this will go to 3 completely fine on the next list. Farfa, so obviously Burning Abyss did very good in the previous tournament. I won't say exactly how good, but it did very well. And so this went from 3 to 2. Obviously, I'm not going to say spoilers since the tournament is still like being uploaded to my channel. So yeah, that is why. But obviously the same reason why like Chaos Space is basically there. But this is hit just because I am like putting a cap on the deck, just saying like, hey, if Burning Abyss does good again, this will get hit again. If not, then this will go to 3. So it's basically like a reminder, I guess, to do something about Burning Abyss on the next list. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys will join the tournament. It's a lot of fun. Even if you don't join the tournament, just come join the Discord. It's really just a lot of fun in general. It's a really good community, and I hope to see you there, and I hope to see what deck you bring. Thanks for watching.